Okay, hey, this is by Reflections. Tony is here, and we're going to be posting a few videos, but the most important one I want to bring up is tenant abuse when it comes to people who own properties that really don't give a shit about the condition, the condition the people are living that they rent properties to. This is a split system that the owner installed from EHP Properties. It's a place I live at. Okay, turn around. This works on a remote control. Right now, that split system is showing that it is 86 degrees in here. That is bullshit, okay? When the cold weather sets in, this device works on a unit outside. Let me see. Oh, and bust my ass. I'm gonna flip this camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, this is a system that is supposed to heat the apartments. As you can see, it is frozen over. There is nothing in my apartment. The heater is now not putting out air. 3 days ago, it was 20 degrees in my apartment, and the owner did not want to do shit about it. So I called DCF, Department of Children and Families, and reported her ass, and she got scared. The snow out here, as you can see, is thick. And a few days ago, when I had made the first video about it snowing, my dog's water inside my apartment was frozen. As you can see, other units are all iced over. And no one, these are 12 apartments here, and no one has any heat. Okay, so the owner called up the people that installed these units, and they came out and said that they had told the owner to build boxes around these devices, so when the weather does get bad, the heat will still work. Now we're gonna go back inside and talk some more. Okay, I am back in my bedroom now. Like I said, I reported EHP Properties to DCF for tenant abuse. And, you know, that was enough to spook the owner. You know, after a few hours, yes, she did bring a space heater out, but she tried everything to not bring a space heater out, you know. When I contacted DCA, they sent 2 police officers out for a welfare check, something like that. And I opened the door and I told me, you know, I'm not suicidal, I'm not homicidal, I'm just tired of being cold all the time. My legs, it was so cold in this place that my legs was numb, they was red, you know. And I told them this, and they wanted me to go to the hospital, which I declined, because what would have happened, okay? They would have sent an ambulance, I would have been transported to probably St. Joseph Hospital. I would have got warmed up, and then the hospital would have discharged me. I would have came back home, the same situation would have happened again. So I didn't go to the hospital, and Christine told me that if I keep my bedroom door open, the heat from the living room will come in my bedroom and I will be nice and warm. How in the hell can heat come into a room if there is no fucking heat in the first place? So, when I called DCF, you know, besides sending the police officers out, the next day they called, a lady came out, and me and her did an interview in her car about the condition of these apartments. As I know, there are 12 units here, 12 apartments, you know, none of them have heat. The lady down the street, the lady down the way from me, she's been keeping her oven on, you know, and her electric bill is now $600 because she's running her oven and she's still trying to use her split system. It's just a bad situation, you know. Christine told me that they was not aware of the conditions the heating device, the bad weather was going to cause on the heating devices. Obviously, they're going to freeze over. They froze over last year, and they gave me a space heater, and it was throwing out sparks. You know, it didn't really work. It was, you know, I was scared it was going to cause a fire, so I returned it back to EHP Properties, and I just suffered through the winter with blankets, you know, drinking coffee, making cocoa, you know, trying to stay warm. And this year, you know, it's snowed like 2 or 3 times now. The winter weather is a lot worse, and so she's just not caring about the tenants, you know, that live here. She refuses to meet me. When I was showed this apartment last year in November, her 18-year-old daughter was the one that showed me the apartment. Her 18-year-old daughter gave me the keys, and she told me, she says, well, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them for you. Well, the questions I have, she could not answer. She told me to call the office. I tried to call the office, and no one returned my calls. My questions never got asked. So I just said, the hell with it, you know, went on. But I don't know what it is about landlords who don't want to care for their tenants. I will be moving out of this piece of shit place in November, and I feel really bad for the next poor person who's going to live in here, especially if they have children. You know, it's bad enough that I'm going through this along with other people in the apartments, but then when there's children involved, no kid deserves to be cold and freezing, you know. And it's just sad, you know, since I've been approved for Section 8, my rent is only $216 or $17, and then Section 8 gives EHP $400. These apartments are $600 some dollars a month. It seems like they would take that $400 and, you know, buy stuff for their tenants, you know, improve their apartments. But she's so money hungry, she doesn't want to spend money. She just wants to keep it all for herself, you know, do whatever she does with it. I don't know. But yeah, I mentioned to her that Stryker is the one that installed these heating units. I told her that Stryker informed me that EHP was supposed to build a box around the outside heating systems, so when the bad weather does come in, you know, it won't be covered in ice and snow, and the heating systems will still work. Well, obviously she never built a box, you know, and I told her that, I told Christine, EHP Properties is the most unprofessional company I have ever, you know, rented from. And she got pissed off, you know, yo, you have no right to insult me. You have no right to insult my company. I said, I'm speaking from the truth. I said, you do not give a shit about your tenants. You don't care, you know. And, you know, I never spoke like that, you know, to her. Mostly, you know, most of the time I'm all happy, happy George boy. You know, happy, happy George. You piss me off enough and I will get mad, you know. So it's just suffering through this winter, you know, in this place. It's just bad, but at least I do have a space heater now. It's putting out heat. The bedroom is nice and toasty, but of course the rest of the apartment is still cold. So I'll let you go with that. Me and Tony are going to do another video, a few other videos. We're still going to make a video doing shout outs to our favorite TikTok creators, and I'm going to go over a few things that I got for Christmas, and that'll be it. So I will see you later. Bye-bye.